Hello and welcome back. This time we'll be finishing off the second part of Bloodthirst and Bratwurst. Last time we talked to our daughter, and now we shall talk to our next new friend. You have just crash landed on a planet called Alternia and staggered from a smouldering wreckage of your ship. You are completely alone in the strange world, desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly for a bit of medical attention. But most of all, you're desperate for friendship. Won't someone on this godforsaken rock be your buddy? Any weirdo would do, you're not that picky. Hang on, what's this now? Is someone approaching? Diemen Xicali. Yes, someone is approaching. A strange, grey-skinned alien with a cozy-looking vest. Perhaps they will make for a good friend. What's up? Oof. Hang on, sorry. I didn't get a good look at you before I started talking. I guess you're really weird-looking. Kind of uncomfortable about this. Your stammering reply eventually conveys that you are a lost traveller who is hungry and probably in need of medical treatment. You're also really lonely and wouldn't mind making a new friend right about now. Hungry, huh? I see what your game is. You aren't sure what he's talking about. Then your eyes drift towards the obvious target, and that exquisite hot dog he's holding. It looked really, really good. Your mouth starts watering noticeably. Oh no, I knew it. You're just like all the rest. Your agenda is to have me relinquish my delicacy. Well, forget it. I've been tricked out at two other oblong meat products this week already. I know you probably think I'm an easy target due to my blood colour, but I still have some dignity at least. You don't know anything about his blood colour, or why that would matter in this conversation about his hot dog. You're hungry, sure, but you didn't mean to cast a threatening gaze at his meal. All you really want to do is make a new buddy, so you don't feel quite alone in this strange new world. I see. You just want a friend and not my sweet meat. Sorry, I didn't. Sorry, I get a little paranoid when I talk about such delicacies in public. You can't be too careful. Folks tend to get that greedy look in their eyes around my warm sausage. Diemen. Dude, tone it down. These are odd ways to express the things he's saying, you think. But it would be rude to point that out. Probably the best to change the subject. Get this blossoming friendship moving in the right direction. Ooh, time to save already. This one's not really a choice, so I'm gonna override this. Ask if he lives nearby, or asks if you can have a bite of his amazing looking hot dog. That's clearly the wrong option if he's so attached to it, so I'm gonna pick that one. Forget it. I'm leaving forever, bye. Disrespectful. And we leave already. Do you live nearby? Yeah, I used to, I mean. My place was bombed by drones a while ago. Now I don't have a hive, but I'm making it work out here. Foraging for tasty things when I can. I've gotten pretty good at it. Talking people into giving me meat products, I mean. You quickly feel a sense of pity for your new friend. You thought you had it rough, crash landing here, hungry and friendless, and come to think of it, feels like your arm is broken. Your ribs too, maybe. But enough self-pity. This is about making it a new great friend. You ask a friend if there's anything you can do to improve his life. Oh wait, are we friends now? Like, is that official? Man, I don't know. Why don't we slow it down a bit, see how things go? Not saying it's out of the question. I just think that I should take some time to see if you're actually friendship material. Someone I'd trust, you know. Not just another lucky Lou gunning for my delicacy. Oh, damn. You got out over your skin again. Of course he's right. This is totally reasonable. You feel sure you can make do what you feel sure you can do what it takes to win him over. You make a mental note to avoid looking at them or mentioning his hot dog. since it seems to be such a sensitive subject. You do everything in your power to avert your gaze from the hot dog. You aggressively avoid looking at it. In fact, don't think hot dog thoughts. Don't think hot dog thoughts. It's working. You aren't thinking about hot dogs at all. It's like he isn't even holding one. And no one ever even brought up the fact that hot dogs exist. He seems to notice, on some primal level, your current not hot dog mindset. He smiles. You pay closer attention to the boy's face. It's a nice smile he has, actually very kind, disarming. A few freckles here and there, a mop of messy hair draping over his eyes. What a nice friend this would be to have, you think. He's kind of adorable, really, if you disregard the prickly attitude about his hot dog. Okay, wait a minute. You don't want to start thinking about that, or thoughts are too friendly. You should dial it down a little. Stick to the basics. You just want a cool new friend, nothing more. You should try and spark up some non-meat related conversation soon, before things get awkward. You wonder about his house. It got bombed? Yeah, you know. Routine drone pass through my hood. Little bombing, a little culling. That's how it goes around here. I was a lucky one. My Lucis, not so much. He's a goner. You don't know what a Lucis is, but you can deduce that someone important to him, who probably died in the bombing. Rather than overwhelm him with annoying questions about his culture, you decide to the right place to show him some sympathy. Thanks. I miss him. Sometimes I think. I enjoy savoury bun delights as a way of covering up the pain. They're so good though, it's hard to stop. Also, I favoured the juicy meats before he died anyway. It's something we did together, sniff. How did we start talking about my hot dog once more? Let's drop it. Please, dude. Don't bring it up again. You didn't bring it up, but you don't want to correct him. The boy is clearly grieving. You see two faint red tears roll down his cheeks from behind his messy bangs. Your heart can't take it. You have to console this homeless boy somehow. Then he'll definitely be your friend. But what to do? Oh, okay. Next choice. Give him a reassuring hug. You open your arms and approach him with a posture of great compassion. You furrow your brow upwardly a bit, as if to say, I know how hard it is. You advance and he leans backward in, as little caught off guard by your sympathy. Maybe you're coming on too strong, but you know there's no turning back now. You don't know how to throw the brakes on an imminent heartfelt hug like this. You embrace him awkwardly, and it goes well for a moment, until you realize that your arm is broken and seize up in a reflex of pain. It jostles the hot dog in his hand, and he bobbles a bit. You both gasp. You try to detach from the hug, but so you can catch the dog, but it's already on its way to the ground. In your attempt to save it, you stagger backwards and slip. The hot dog gets smushed under your big dumb behind the moment it makes contact with the ground. Diemen lets out a shriek. No! Oh, dude, my dog. You scramble to get up in time, hoping it's not you're not as owned as it looks. But your feet keep slipping, and your butt keeps grinding the hot dog into the mud. When the carnage fully subsides, you roll over and check it out. It's completely unsalvageable. Just a gross, meaty mud mash. Like a hot dog never even existed. Diemen holds in agony, and slumps backwards against the tree. Oh no, you messed up so bad. That's it, man. I lost everything. Not sure what the point is even living anymore. You're absolutely mortified by your clumsiness and foolishness. You have the feeling you'll be thinking about this moment for years to come, during those insecure moments when your mind seems to be looking for any excuse to make yourself cringe with self-doubt and shame. Still, you can't help but feel this guy is being a little unreasonable. It's just one hot dog. There's probably plenty of more of those to come by. But for those who know where to look, it's a strange world. He himself said that he makes a habit of enjoying these. so they can't be all that uncommon. Maybe he just has an unusual psychological disorder surrounding a fixation on this peculiar food item. Yes, that could be it. Poor guy. This just means that he needs your support as a friend all the more. You won't give up on your friends, or for that matter, people who are trying to desperately become friends. You're desperately trying to become friends with. That just isn't who you are as a person. You have an idea. You run by him with a sense of optimism and salesmanship. Past is behind you. There is no need to wallow in self-incrimination and guilt over the hot dog incident. Diamond perks up a little. You want to help me find another hot dog? Absolutely. It could be a fun adventure, you say. Something to bond over, to bring you two new buddies closer together. Okay, you don't say that out loud, but you really hope it's true. I don't know. Could be a long shot. Sometimes it can be days before I'm united with another plump treat. Glistening with perspiration. Steaming, relaxing comfortably in a soft melt in your mouth loaf. Damn. Now I really want a hot dog. I guess I don't have much of a choice but to take you up on your offer, do I? What do you have in mind? It's a good question. You haven't made a plan yet, and frankly, don't even know where to begin. But he's interested in spending more time with you, which is the most important thing. You'll figure out something out. You decide a display of confection. You decide a display of confidence is called for here. A real show of leadership to improve morale. You smile and hold your head up high and tell him to follow you. You know exactly what to do. Well, not really, but you give no indication of that at all. He's definitely intrigued. You've got him hooked now, and you think he's probably wondering if he hit pay dirt. Finding a new friend with the hot dog hookup? Of course, you don't have the slightest idea where to find a hot dog. But you've got to admit, you're enjoying the feeling of being important and valued as a potential friend. You don't want to do anything underhanded, yet you can't help but feel you should probably milk the social gambit for all it's worth. This way, you say, as you begin marching confidently in a random direction. He obediently follows and begins rubbing his tummy. You begin to feel nervous almost immediately. You have absolutely no idea how this is going to play out, or if it stands any chance of resulting in a hot dog by the end of the journey. Or at the end. Oh well, you'll figure something out along the way. You lead him through streets and winding through the yards of strange-looking houses, and he follows. He takes care to make sure you are both not seen, which could both get you in trouble, apparently. The improvised circuitous route appears to provoke his suspicion. Dude, are you sure you know where a dog is? It seems like maybe you're lost. Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely sure you know where to find one, you said. You're just throwing anyone off the trail who might have been following you. He nods solemnly, as if that makes perfect sense. Boo. But you can't keep him guessing like this forever. You've got something to do. Take some bold actions and to keep him, his interest in this arena quest. You say this way, down here. This is a shortcut to a hot dog supply you're privy to. It's a mother lode. In the sewer? Yes, totally. It's just a short trek through the sewer. Shouldn't be more than another hour or several of sewer trudging. That is, if he still has the will to do whatever it takes. To do what it takes to get his hand on more juicy dogs. Oh hell yeah, you know it. After you, man. An hour later, you're so deep in sewer. In the sewer, you've got lost all bearing of sense of direction. You could be anywhere by now. You've taken so many crazy turns. Still, you don't let up for a second that you're lost. You've made each turn with decisive conviction. He's still following you, but now he's having trouble keeping up. He's out of breath and struggling with the foul smell. Can't say you're enjoying it much either, but you can't let it on the fact that you're not. You're doing it now. What you're doing now is anything other than a most casual routine for you. Like you do this every day, just a quick jaunt through the sewer and hit up this vast mythical trove of meat products. Okay, when you put it that way, maybe this all sounds a bit insane. Still, you're in too deep to second guess yourself now. Hey, I gotta stop and rest. I can't lie, I'm starving for a heavenly Frankfurter. But this might be too much for me. I don't think I'm cut out for this. You pause and look back. He's sitting down now, slumping against a filthy stone wall. You're instantly relieved to see you may have just won this impromptu game of Super Hot Dog Chicken. But more importantly than that, this looks like the ideal time to show some sympathy and have a bonding moment with your would-be friend. You sit next to him, and with your broken arm, pat him on the knee in a platonic but deeply understanding way. Your arm hurts when you do it. You do this, but it's worth it. Every little gesture counts when making a new friend. I kind of suck. My looseness is gone. I don't have any skills, and most people think I'm weird for liking hot dogs so much. I'm probably just going to get cold. I'm not going to good at going on adventures or doing anything hard. All I'm good for is finding an easy meal here and there. However, I can get it. Or however I can get it. Like talking to people out of their fine sausages using tricks or other ploys which end up in losing me friends. It's been unthinkable that anyone would actually do anything nice for me, or would want to have me would want me to have that sweet meat I desire. At least it was unthinkable until now. You're up against a race. Could it be is this a really bad improvised sewer escapade actually working? You can't believe it. Nobody's ever done so much, or worked so hard, to try and get my hands on another magnificent banger. Sorry for being emotional, but this is new to me. I don't know how to handle it. I'm just so grateful. I'd be thrilled to call you my friend, man. Whatever you are. You're overjoyed. Unbelievable. It's almost too good to be true. What now? It's such a sudden turn of good fortune, you hardly know what to do. Should you try and hug the guy? Last time, it didn't go so well, but this time, he's not holding a hot dog for you to clumsily defile. So maybe this is your moment. Wait, what's that? A deep rumbling sound begins to echo through the tunnels. Oh crap, they found us. It's a drone dude. I guess on sewer duty, we gotta run. He gets up, grabs your hands and sprints. He's a lot faster than he looks when motivated to get moving. He turns this way and that way and rumbles, and the rumbling gets closer. But he slips on something, and you both tumble into the river of horrific sludge. Bro, I can't swim, help! Your bad arm finds a purchase on a ledge, and through it very painful, yet... and though it is very painful, you heroically salvage your friend from the muck with your other arm. He coughs and gasps for breath. You find a nearby ladder and shove him upward until he starts climbing on his own. You follow him. You burst through the lid of the floor, and you both float out in the hole, drenched in filth, smelling horrible, completely exhausted, but at least you're safe, you think. Hey man, I just want you to know, even though we didn't find the glorious treasure you were leading us to, I'm happy how it all turned out. Maybe I don't need hedgehogs. I don't need hot dogs in my life as much as I thought. Maybe that's not the real treasure after all. It's been a journey for me, let me tell you. I'm learning so much about myself, about life, because of you. His bushy hair is slicked back from his eyes due to the sludge. He's giving you a penetrating, soulful gaze of presumably poor friendship. Or is that or is it even deeper than that? Wait. Wow, this is intense. Then something catches your eye. It's above him. Something dangling, lots of things, dangling things, actually. Come to think of it, it's really cold in here. Freezing, in fact. Finally realized, holy crap. You're in a weird alien meat locker. You're absolutely surrounded by dangling meat products, including many sausages, thousands of them. You began to sob. Your sobbing soon turns to an unrestrained wailing of raw catharsis. He joins you, and the tears flow freely from you both. You embrace each other and let it all out. Suddenly it hits you, both of you. This is far the happiest day of your life. Meat heaven. Hooray. We still got one choice to make though. What was this? What's the choice? Give him a pat on the back. You keep it simple and pat him on the back a couple of times. Everything's going to be okay. Cynthier's new friend, or at least working towards earning that status, he has a new ally to help him with whatever comes his way. He wipes his tear from his eye. He wipes his tears and appears to get himself back together. The friendly gesture works. You're right. I shouldn't let my past get me down. But in a way, I'm free. I'm off the grid. They probably think I died. No need to worry about knocks on my door because I don't have a door anymore. Maybe if I can live off the land for the rest of my life. Scourging for sumptuous indulgences wherever I can find them. By rummaging through awful drums or some smooth talking the right mark. Sounds like the life, honestly. I'll miss my Lucius, but I think he would be proud of me. If I could make it, without him, if I could survive on my own, I know he would be proud. Maybe I don't even need to leave the planet. Maybe I can avoid taking the ordeals altogether. Contest who you can't find. If I play my cards right, I can probably live to the rival age on this planet without getting caught. Like hiding in alleys and sewers, scraping through together just enough succulent proteins to keep myself going. Honestly, I don't even need to get that by that long, since I have a much shorter lifespan than most trolls. So I think I might be able to make this work. You look confused at the last remark, but again, you don't want to be impolite. He holds up his hand to tell you. He holds up his hands and as if to tell you to not bother. I can't tell you. I can tell you're not from here, so it's okay. Rust bloods don't live that long. Blood classes higher than me live progressively longer the higher up you go. Sea dwellers live basically forever. It's kind of crazy and seems unfair, but that's how it is. I'd be jealous of them, but I think I'm not. I'm almost grateful I don't have any very long to make it in this world. I don't know what I'd do if I had longer. I'm happy to settle into a nice short ride. Keep a low profile, take some good meat along the way. Nothing wrong with that life if you ask me. You understand. It seems a lot like a tragic story, but if your friend has made peace with his destiny, you might as well too. You offer a sympathetic shrug and continue your impressive streak of consecutive seconds without not looking at his hot dog at all. He smiles again. He seems to be relaxing his gripping to the hot dog less tightly. That's good. You know, you're good at listening. Not many people understand me at all. A lot of people find my overly possessive attitude towards meaty delights to be strange and off-putting. I've heard this more than once and lost some friends that way. Whoa. There are some past personal dramas I do not want to think about, let me tell you. But you're different. Maybe you put me at ease because it's obvious you're even lower than me. No offense, but you are. Drones would vaporize a harmless goof like you, no question asked. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to scare you. You laugh it off. You're not scared, you say. You've survived way worse. You pat your broken ribs and wince. You clutch your sore ribs with your broken arm and winch even harder because of that. Oh man. Looks like that arm's hurt her. I guess it's broken. Let's see what I can do about that. Here, hold on a second. He hands you his hot dog without hesitation. Oh wow. He wants you to hold it? This is such a remarkable gesture of trust. You're overwhelmed. You gingerly take the hot dog with your good arm, being careful not You hold the hot dog from beneath with your fingertips, as if it's a priceless, delicate treasure. He takes up his vest and puts it on the ground, then takes off his shirt. You avert his eyes for a moment, then realize it's silly. Nothing particular indecent about this, you suppose. If he's comfortable, so are you. Then he puts his vest back on and takes the hot dog back from you. He hands you the shirt. There, make a sling out of it. That should help. He's right, it does. Your broken arm is a lot more comfortable and secure. The shirt it smells like meat too. You can't tell if you think that's a bonus or if it's real weird. You decide it's a bonus. This is your new friend, he loves meat, so do you. It's your greatest common interest, in fact. Nice. You think I think we make a pretty good team. I don't know if I'm ready to officially call you my friend yet, but I may be getting close to, you're pushing all the right buttons, man. Just being someone who listens and understands. You have no idea how much that means to me. You're so happy to hear this. It makes your heart sing. Well, if you're keeping it totally real, some of these things that he's saying are just a little strange. Maybe this boy wasn't really socialized properly by his Lucis, you guess. You think that makes it might be his dad, but again, you don't dare ask. Not when the positive feeling of flowing like the positive feelings of flowing like this. Why kill the mood? He gets a little closer and swoops a hand through his thick black hair bangs. For a brief moment, you caught a glimpse of one of his eyes, regarding you fondly. Your heart beats a little faster. He puts a hand over your shoulder. You're starting to wonder if it's all he's interested in his friendship. You hope that's all he wants. You don't think you're ready for anything more than that. You're desperate for friendship, or really companionship of any sort. That's moving pretty fast for you. But you're too nervous to make your feelings clear on all this. If he's going any further, you're just not sure how you'll have to. You're not sure if you'll have the will to protest. Listen, dude, this gorgeous meat product we both admire. I'm thinking maybe we should share it. I think it sounds good, actually. Oh my, yes, that sounds wonderful. You're so hungry. You're so and you're beside yourself with gratitude that Diemen is willing to share with you something so precious to him. That means a lot. Here, I have an idea. He brings his face close to yours and holds the hot dog between your faces. With both ends of the hot dog pointed at his mouth and yours. You're not sure if what he wants you to do. You can't find the breath to ask. It seems like he wants you to eat the hot dog with him, a Lady of the Tramp style. Cool. Yes, if pressed on it, you would agree the act is pretty uncomfortably erotic. But you have to admit, it is a good way to share food item, whilst ensuring that it gets split about evenly. And you absolutely love the idea of letting your friend down. It's completely at odds with your values as a person. You chomp down on one end of the dog, as he does with the end simultaneously. Holy crap, this is good. You take another bite, and he ends up at the same time he takes a bite perfectly. He's eerily good at this game. It's throwing you off your chewing a bit, which makes you cough a little when you swallow. But you don't feel like you can pause without breaking eating rhythm with him. Might be what a bad friend would do. You keep going without really quite swallowing as you go. You get closer to his face, which is creating an imminent situation you aren't sure how you're going to handle. You haven't planned for it, and it's coming up fast. The hot dog backlog collecting in your throat is getting a bit too heavy. So you try swallowing, but you can't. You gag and cough up all the chew hot dog matter explosively onto his face. He recoils, absolutely stunned. His bangs are blown back, and he's staring at you with a wide eye. Hot dog and bun bites bits are all over his face. He's saying nothing for a moment, then he puts his hand around his throat. Oh god, he's choking. He punches his mouth desperately. You need to do something. The Heimlich, of course. That's what you need to do. You need to save your friend's life. You get behind him and put your good arm around his belly and form a fist. You plunge the fist into under his ribs, trying to dislodge his masticated delicacy. It's no use. You can't get leverage. You need your other arm. It really hurts. You'll have to make a sacrifice for your friend. Yes, a friend who may just have may have just tried to trick you into kissing him with the silly hot dog stunt. You're not sure how you'll navigate that tricky subject once he's breathing again. You'll deal with this later. Right now, you have to save his life. You pull the broken arm out of the sling and grab onto your fist in front of the belly and squeeze. You try and try. His face is turning, well, not blue, deep red. You guess because his blood is rust-colored? Sure, that makes sense. You yank one more time, your broken arm throbbing in pain. A huge gob of chewed hot dog launches out of his mouth like a cannonball, and the explosion creates enough force in the other direction that causes you to actually lift him up into the air and accidentally suplex him into the ground mud behind you. You in turn tumble over him, and the two of you are soon locked into an inseparable pinwheel of interspecies downhill mayhem. You roll and roll down the grassy incline towards a nearby neighborhood, towards the street. Luckily, you stop just short of the street, but Diemen's neck lands right on the sharp edge of the curb. After flipping in the air once or twice, you come down and right on his face with your big behind, and you hear a crack. Diemen, you slap his cheek a little, no response. He's not breathing. You check his mouth, throat. Throat is clear and the hot dog debris. Oh god, this can't be happening. You look around, panicked. This isn't what you need right now. All you wanted to do was make a friend. You can't be held responsible for alien murder. You have to hide the body. You see a couple of kids creeping out of the nearby houses and see what all the commotion is. There's no time. You've got to find a bush or something. There, over there. Looks like a little alien bushy thing. It's pretty small, but it'll have to do. You drag the vested, shirtless carcass over to the bush. You dump his body. In the bush, and it's really not convincing. It looks like a dead kid who was unceremoniously dropped on top of the small bush in a poor attempt to conceal a murder. You've got to come up with something with better. Oh, wait a minute. Someone is standing behind you. Hello, stranger. Don't worry about this little mess you've made. I'll take care of it for you. You killed him. Oh no. And Odata showed up. Cool. And with that, really, I guess we're already done. Diemen's part was a lot quicker, I think. I'll see you on the next one when we start Volume 2. Thank you for stopping by. Bye.